This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2005 Ford F250 Super Duty Crew Cab short bed. It is a 6.0 turbo diesel, 4-wheel drive. It's a Lariat, which is leather. And let's see, it has 111,355 miles. It was a theft recovery purchased directly from an insurance company in Indianapolis, Indiana. It is on a salvage title due to theft, not collision. Please watch the little 3-minute animated video about salvage theft and you'll understand. Basically, the attorneys for the insurance company that sold this don't want to get sued by anybody in the future, so they give it a salvage title. If they gave it a clean title, it would imply some sort of warranty or possibility of going back to them. So if you kill yourself in it after you bought it from us, because it's on a salvage title, it can't go back to them. But if it was on a clear title, some good lawyer might be able to hook them up, and obviously insurance companies have more money than Wheel Kinetics, so that's why they do it. It's about lawyers. All right, anyway, we get them here, we do an inspection. This is what an inspection looks like. I got my little cheat sheets over here. We did a Rotella oil change and filter, 1 battery, front pads and calipers, rear pads and rotors, both headlights, grill, header panel. Somebody had put like 2003 lights on it, so we could have gone with that, but it looks stupid. So we changed the header panel, the grill. Maybe it's because they wanted to hide it, and it definitely looks like an older truck when you do that, so you're probably trying to hide the way it looked, which is why they did that. DVD player is new in the dash. They stole that when it was stolen. Driver outside door handle was broken during the theft. It also has 2 Pro-Comp steering stabilizer struts that were brand new. We replaced those. Let's see, my guys want me to tell you this is a typical diesel truck. There is no catalytic converter or muffler. If you need it for your state, in Arizona, an Arizona buyer is going to have to do it. So we're going to charge you $375 to do that on top of everything. If you want a muffler and cat, it's $500. Both are smoking deals. If you're an Arizona buyer, you got to do it. If you're out of state, just know what you're buying. You be a diesel person. If you don't understand why it doesn't have cats or muffler, right off the bat, you probably shouldn't buy it. Diesel people know why, but it doesn't. We're telling you that you have a smoking deal. If you want us to do that for you, cat $375, muffler and cat for $500, or nothing. You can just deal with it once it gets to your state. Like I said, if you're an Arizona buyer, that's your deal. Now, it's an 8-inch lift, has Fox racing shocks in the front end. That's what that is, right? Let's see. Pro-Comp stabilizer struts, which I showed you on the front end. It's got air suspension in the rear. I'll show you that. Manual air suspension. 37-inch tires with lots of tread on them. Those are big tires right there. Those are really expensive. Cosmetically, it's pretty good looking too. I mean, it's not a rough truck at all. But I'm sure my guys tell me for a 8-inch lift on giant tires, it's not too floaty, but I'm sure it's got some of it in there. So just realize that you're not buying a vehicle that's got a stock suspension on it, so it's gonna have some floatiness to it. If you don't want it to have that, then you got to take all this stuff off, because that will cause that. Okay. All right, there's your air suspension. I'll show you where you fill them on the other side in just a second. My brother's going to take this out for a couple pictures. This is another thing they did. They take these stickers off to hide them too, because it'll say FX4 on them, and they take them off. So I think they changed the grill and took these stickers off so that they could keep it for a while. That is generally the idea here. Obviously, the guy used to be some sort of a concrete guy, because there's this stuff on top of the bumper. There's a little bit in the bed. Got a toolbox there. Tow package. There's your lift. Look at that. You can see the outline of the stickers on this side too. Obviously, if you wanted to buy the stickers, you could. Anyway, there's your air suspension, like I said, and there's the fill-up is right there. Okay, just a manual fillet for this air suspension, airlift suspension. We had to break into this. That's why it kind of hangs open. We didn't have a key for it. All right, I'm gonna fire this guy up after I lift myself in. 113,360 miles. Alright. Open the hood. I'm going to show you the Kelly. The Kelly's not taking into account the really expensive lift. It does have a box for underbody hoist, but they aren't imagining this. Fair market price is $18,763 up to $20,551. This is a much more than your average underbody hoist. You see where they have right there is an ad. They're not imagining Fox and all this stuff, but so it would be much higher than that number. Where there's the miles, Lariat pickup. There's that. Came from Indiana. It was a Geico truck, and now it's wheel Kinetics, and there it is. Boom. Like I said, salvage due to theft, not collision. Jason's opened this thing up. I'll show you under the hood. Just the blow by here. Got the cap. Don't blow by at all. It's a new battery on this side. Stickers where they belong. Now I think I've got my instructions on how to do the DVD, but I'm sure I'll screw it up. There we go. See, there's you've got RV in there with Robin Williams, the late Robin Williams. And he put these little red light bulbs in. I'm told that I've actually seen it, that the rear slider, power slider, does work, but it's real slow, very common. It's going to need a motor. I wouldn't even open and close it because it'll end up open and you'll have to close it manually. I'll creep it open a little bit just to show you, but famous for that. And the part's not that expensive, but the labor is a pain in the butt. You got to take the back seat out, and it's a huge deal, labor-wise. It's really annoying, and that seat's super heavy. So if you want to get it fixed, it's about a $300 part and two brawny friends, and about 3 or 4 hours to make that thing go back and forth fast. It's got a manual here. Great looking truck, really good looking truck. Could use a step that's a little lower than that for those of us who are vertically challenged. That's your driver rear window. So you got the movie on both sides. I'll turn the volume up in a minute. The carpet has a little bit of a tear right there, or like wear marks. I'm not really sure how you get a wear mark right there, but you did. All right, driver window, passenger window, passenger rear window, driver rear window, mirrors. Let's see. Out, in, down, up, other side, out, in, up, down, door locks. There's your door locks, seat back, forward, up, down, up, down. There you go. Tilt wheel, tank, there you go. All right. First things first. Here's your movie.
I am entering the RV.
There's that. I'll turn the air down here. First of all, let's go and see if the steering wheel controls work for the. And they. Let's see. There's the fan. There's the air up and down. Temperature up and down. So the controls work on the steering and manually. Obviously the DVD works fine. Go to here, go to the tuner. see. Like I said, this is a really slow. I'm just going to open up a little bit and close it. See how slow that is? So you're flirting with disaster there. There's tow haul on and off. Let me do a little systems check for you. There you go. That's it. 111,368. We put it into neutral. We go to 4 low. Now we're in 4 low. Drive. That's a big boy. And if you're going to drive this thing anywhere down the interstate, you're crazy. Get it shipped. This thing is going to be a long drive on these 37s. Holy cow. Alright, let's see. Reverse. Alright, so now we're in 2-wheel drive. Bang. Alright, let me smooth the seat up a little bit. Alright, this thing's on a salvage title. If you want to drive it home, we have to get a restored salvage title for you. That means we have to take it to motor vehicles, get a level 3 inspection. We charge $200 to do that. If you're going to drive it home, it's mandatory. Then we have a $250 dock fee. And then we have taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. Boy, this thing is huge. And this road, by the way, we are four-wheeling. Our road, we just had monsoons again. Our roads are disasters. Huge holes in this thing. Blah, blah, blah. So you pay $250 dock fee, pay $200 to restore the title, and you'll pay taxes. Taxes, 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is 4, you'll pay 6. Okay? So if you come to Tucson, $200 to restore the title, $200 dock fee, $250 dock fee, I'm sorry, and then 2% tax plus whatever your state tax rate is. If you pay by wire and ship, all you pay is your agreed-upon price, and that's it. Unless you want us to restore the title, which I strongly suggest you have us do. I'll tell you what, this thing is a monster truck. It is a little floaty. They're floaty anyway, but with these tires on it, you could buy another steering box for it, put it on, and it'll be floaty again in, probably 3 or 4 months. So the only way to make it not floaty is to take this this lift off it and get a new steering box, and then you'll be about 42% better because it's a Ford. So just know that. Also know that I strongly suggest you have this thing shipped because it would be a hell of a ride home with these big tires on it. Wow, this thing's huge. It does get some eyeball though. People are looking. Deposit. Deposit is $500. Once we receive your deposit, we'll put your name and a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com and you'll know it's yours. Until then, it is for sale. So please get your deposit. Obviously, this thing is going to get a lot of attention, okay? So please make sure that you're fully ready to get a deposit in the second we have an agreed upon price. We know with the low miles, which is 111 is really low on this truck, and with the big lift, it's going to go fast. And somebody who's going to negotiate is going to be ready to pull the trigger immediately and get a deposit in. So don't go through the whole thing without being ready to do the deposit. Warranty. There's no warranty. This is a 05. It's 11 years old. It's out of warranty by Ford standards, and the people who built it gave up on the warranty a long time ago at X amount of miles and X amount of years. Why? Because they didn't know what would happen after that many miles or that many years. We don't know more than the people that built it. If it gets to you and it needs something, get it fixed. We are not writing a check. It's got a huge lift kit on it. It's 11 years old. It's floaty. It's a monster truck. Runs great. No blow-by. But it's your truck. So if it has something broken, whether it's the day you get it or not, get it fixed. All right? That's all. Thank you.